All right, guys, we're here live in the town of Babylon. This is Nick Esposito with GreaterBabylon.com, a part of GreaterLongIsland.com's website. So today, I am here with our special camera woman, Alyssa. She's holding the camera down. But you guys may wonder what we're doing in the town of Babylon. So it's the holiday season, and I kind of wanted to go out there and spotlight some of the great work the community is doing. And a part of that is volunteers and the work that's going on in the shelters all around Long Island, and particularly in Babylon, in West Babylon. We're at the town of Babylon's animal shelter on 51 Lamar Street, and I wanted to introduce you to someone who helps run this organization. This is Chris Elton. He is the shelter director, and he's sitting with one of the beautiful dogs here. Chris, so before we do anything, who is this dog?
This is Wally.
Hey, Wally.
Wally's a good boy.
And
Wally likes treats.
What kind of dog is Wally here?
Wally's a pit bull mix.
He's a pit bull mixed with what? Just a bunch of other dogs.
As we like to call them. There's no real such breed as pit bull. They're a type of dog, and he's the pit bull type of dog. He came in with a bad skin condition, which, believe it or not, is much better than it was when he came in. Wally, you lay down. Wally. You lay down. Lay down. Roll over.
Good boy. Good boy.
All right.
So, Chris, so tell us a little bit about the work that you guys do here in the animal shelter. What's the daily life here in the animal shelter?
We take in all the stray dogs in the town of Babylon, or dogs that are presented to us as strays. We get them checked out medically. We hold them for a certain amount of time, give their owner a chance to come in and pick them up. If that does not happen, the dogs are examined again. They are spayed and neutered, microchipped, and vaccinated, and put up for adoption.
And how many animals are you guys able to hold here?
Our capacity is somewhere north of about 60 dogs and about 70 cats.
Wow. And so you guys have all ranging in ages and breeds, right?
Absolutely.
You guys got everything here.
Absolutely.
So as far as the holiday season now, would you recommend someone to come down and check out some of the animals you guys have?
Absolutely, a good idea. Well, we don't do animals as gifts, but if you want to get Grandpa a nice old kitty cat, bring on Grandpa right on down, and we'll set them up.
And do you guys have a lot of puppies here? Like, what's the age kind of ranging?
Right now, we don't have too many baby puppies. We have young dogs ranging from probably about 7 or 8 months old on up to 9, 10 years old.
And what's the benefit of getting an older dog compared to a young puppy running around peeing everywhere?
Well, I think it's a real benefit to the dog. Most people who want puppies aren't really ready for the puppy for the after-mentioned reasons.
Yeah.
But something about shelter dogs, they usually kind of get that they're lucking out, and they tend to make very, very good pets.
Yeah, and would you say that these dogs, any sense that you could feel some sort of gratefulness when they get adopted?
Absolutely. Some cases, no, but most cases, absolutely, yes.
And so Wally here, where did he come from?
Wally was a stray. He came in pretty rough condition. Like I said, that you can see a little bit of the skin on the back. It looks a lot better. He's filled out a lot. His coat really looks good, but he's a typical story. Dogs come in, people move, leave the dogs behind. They get out of backyards. People don't bother to come looking for them. When they come here, they're actually pretty lucky, because this is a real good crew that we have here. We have excellent employees, and we have an excellent volunteer network. A lot of the people that you see out here today are all volunteers.
And what's the prices? Right, if you go into a puppy store, you're going to spend what, like upwards of thousands of dollars?
Oh, thousands of dollars.
And what's
for
the price?
A very poorly bred animal. You're right now for December, Wally, you could walk out of here for $50.
Oh wow! Just $50?
Just $50. We're having a special for December, and it's a $50 straight adoption fee.
So for $50, you can get an awesome dog.
He's been neutered.
So he's neutered. All right.
He's
What
been
else we got?
microchipped. The microchip will be registered. That's free of cost. He comes with all up-to-date vaccinations, of course, including rabies, and he's up to date with all his other vax. And
And he's well trained, right?
He's ready to go. Well, he came in like this. Okay, we didn't train him to do the rollover or whatever. He just came in well trained and very food motivated.
And you guys are obviously professionals at what you guys do here. We're at the Town Bablyon Animal Shelter in West Babylon, and as you said, you guys are professionals at what you do. So, how much training really goes into dogs and cats and everybody?
Well, cats, there's not much training involved with cats, whatever. They do pretty much what they want to do. With dogs, the dogs, we try to get them out on a daily basis and give them as much training as we can in our limited capability. But the more handling the dog has, the more time the dog spends interacting with humans, the better. So we try to do that. That's why we have the 5 yards back here. There's a walking trail over here. And that's the focus of our effort, is getting these dogs social that aren't used to interacting with people. A lot of these dogs have come from backyards on chains and wires. And some of the dogs, when they enter the building, they actually splay because they've never been on a floor before. But this is the surface that they're used to. So you get all sorts of different varying dogs, all sorts of different varying skills or lack thereof.
And I could assume that you guys have seen some dogs and all kinds of animals that came here in pretty bad shape, right?
Absolutely. We had a dog leave here yesterday. His name is Pepsi. He came in horrible shape.
Wow.
And just talked to the new adopter. They're still doing some adjustment at home, but hopefully he's landed in the right place. It's certainly not for lack of effort on the adopter's part. So we're wishing Pepsi very well.
And what was wrong with Pepsi?
Pepsi was just not socialized at all and had been, I'll say, severely neglected before he came in. So sometimes the before and after pictures of dogs coming into the shelter are stunning. And this is not the most glamorous of shelters, although we're building one as we speak.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs and cats that end up here are taking a big step up in life, and they're really given a chance that they really truly deserve.
And people that are watching us now, if they wanted to adopt Wally here or any other dogs you have, how can they adopt? They call up, they just show up. How does it work?
The first thing, you can call up, but the best advice that I can give anybody, that I would give my friends and family, is if you decide that your family is ready to adopt an animal, go to your local shelter and meet some dogs. Don't go with the intention of adopting a dog that day or coming home that night with a dog. Go to meet some dogs and cats. When you meet the pet that's right for you and the pet meets the right human for them, you'll all know. And then you start the adoption process. In this case here at the Town of Bablyon Animal Shelter, you have to fill out a pretty extensive adoption application. Various things on the adoption applications are checked out. If you're approved and the dog is ready to go, he can leave that soon. A lot of times the dog's not quite ready to go, hasn't had its surgery yet, hasn't had its holding period, is under some kind of medical condition, but it's pretty easy to get a dog home from here.
Is there a website or something that you can let these people, let the people that are watching know? What's the best way to contact us?
Our best, by phone is fine. It's 631-643-9270. But our most active website is our Facebook page, which is Bablyon Animal Shelter at Facebook.
And so you guys mentioned this. You mentioned it briefly before. You guys are getting a whole new makeover, a whole new look. So what's going on with that?
Town of Bablyon, thanks to Supervisor Schaefer and the town board, they've really supported our efforts here at the shelter. And Rich Schaefer, about 4 years ago or so, visited this place and within 2 weeks committed to building a new building. It took about 4 years to do it and a lot of money, but we're about a month and a half, 2 months away from completion, and it will be a real feather in Babylon's cap and very, very important for the animals. It's going to give them a big step up in life, a lot less stress than in this old building. It's going to be quieter. It's not going to smell so much. It's a real piece of engineering, and we're very proud of it.
And you mentioned to me off camera before, this was built in the late 1980s, right?
This was built by necessity. That big pile over there, that's our landfill. Where that sits is where the old animal shelter sat. So they had to build this building very, very, very quickly. And when we designed it, when it was designed, the animals were held here for 5 days before they were euthanized. We have animals in the shelter right now that have been here approximately 2 years. So the needs of the animals and the function of the building have changed greatly in the past 25, 30 years. And yes, sir, I'm running out of treats. So we need to wrap this up pretty soon. The new building will be much less stressful for the animals.
That's great.
And much more pleasant for the humans to interact with the animals.
I got to tell you, Wally here, he's been absolutely fantastic. I think he's been the all-star of this interview. I got to tell you, I haven't seen a more well-trained dog. He's 7 years old. He's been in the shelter, pit bull mix, and he's been so cooperative during the interview, better than some of the people I've interviewed before.
Sit down.
Watch this.
Oh, paw first? Okay, paw. Thank you. Here you go. Okay, and lay down. Lay down. And roll over. Good boy.
I don't even think I can do that. Yeah. Awesome. All right, good stuff. Is there anything else you'd like to add? You want to show us here?
No, I think we're good.
All right, awesome, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in. We're at the Town of Babylon Animal Shelter in West Babylon on 51 Lamar Street. Come check us out. Come check us out here. Awesome dogs like Wally right here. He's a beautiful dog. Any more information, you guys can check their Facebook page and website. And that's it. Signing out. Nick Esposito, GreaterBabylon.com.